Good morning. Do you remember the olives I picked while I was in Hulata? Well, I'm going to process them today. Try my hand at curing them. I've cured green olives in the past. I have not cured black ones. And that's why I took only a little bit, because it's a shame to waste them if they don't turn out. So today, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to first clean these, get all the dust off, make sure they're good and clean. Then I'm going to use the point of this knife and I'm going to poke holes in them so that the brine can absorb into the olive. And then I will place the olives in the brine. I'm going to take you along as I do it. First, wash them. All right, they are washed. Now it's time to see which ones are good and which ones are not good. The ones that are kind of dried like this, pockmarked, etc., I'm not going to keep those, so I'm going to put those on the side. And I'm not going to take the time to strain out those that are not good versus those that are good. I'll do that while I'm doing the poking. So you just need to just poke a couple holes in. That one's not good. See, as I was picking them, you could see the ones that had obvious marks, but then there are those that don't have obvious marks. Or there are just some that as I reached for them at the top, I didn't see it at the top. Now we're supposed to let the olives sit in a brine water of 10% coarse salt and water. In this particular case, I have exactly enough olives for one 1 liter jar. Yay, exactly. So I don't know exactly how much water I'm using in there or how much water I needed, how much brine to make. So I filled the jar with olives and then I put water around it. And now I'm going to measure the water to know how much salt to add. The water measured out at about 1.5 cups, so I added 15 grams of coarse salt. Dissolve the salt into the water to make the brine. Once it's dissolved, turn off the burner and let it cool. Once the brine has cooled enough that you could put it into the jar without cooking the olives, then you cover the olives with the brine. Make sure that all of the olives are completely covered. Find a way to weigh it down if possible. Cover it and then set it aside. I'm putting mine on this shelf along with my other projects. That way I can keep an eye on it. Check it every now and then to make sure it's not growing mold. If it's growing mold, just scoop off the mold, change the water, and keep this process going for the next anywhere between 1 and 2 months until the olives lose their bitterness. Now, some people say that you don't have to slit the olives, and they're correct. If you don't slit the olives, then the brining process takes around 6 months for the olives to be cured. I prefer it to take less time, so I'll be keeping an eye on this. I'll check on it periodically and see how it goes. Until next time.